Hi, it's Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Tesla report for Tuesday, September 27th, 2022. Before I jump into the charts, just want to encourage you to please click like and subscribe each and every time you watch this. It helps us out a great deal in being found on YouTube. And share this with friends, colleagues, anybody who may be interested in day trading or position trading Tesla over the course of weeks or months. In terms of those are the other time horizons that we also cover, obviously. So let's jump into the charts. We did have a sell signal on Friday when we opened and held below the 286.46 rising channel bottom that it had been in development since the May low. That was a formation that did hold several weeks ago when we started the daily Tesla report in early September. It is a level that can contain weekly buying pressures. There's not a significant sell signal at play. It's just that we can top out at 286.46 for the week, and below which the low to mid 260s are anticipated probably this week. In fact, we've probably about 60%, 70% of the way there as it is. The 265.22 horizontal channel bottom is backed up by a rising 2/3 speed line at 261.18. This is a zone of support that can contain selling through October, and once tested, we can, over the course of 3 to 5 weeks, there's plenty of precedent for that time horizon to actually reach up to 333.04. So I'll say that following a test of 261.18 to 265.26, 333.04, that descending long-term channel top in reach then over the following 3 to 5 weeks. Now, certainly it could take longer than that, but I think that is certainly in the realm of possibility. Now, let's talk. Let me continue with the downside scenario that if we were to close below 261.18, say today, and with the kind of volatility we've seen recently, it is possible, though not expected. 248.03 then expected within several days. And then assuming we close the week out below 261.18, I would envision something like this. The 190.18 descending channel bottom. That could take 2 to 3 months to play out, but that would be the big picture downside sell signal. If we were to close below the 261.18 rising speed line, that becomes indicated. The 206.85 May low within 5 to 8 weeks or less, and the 190.18 channel bottom within 2 to 3 months or less, where by that point in time we could bottom out through Q1 of next year. Now, let's talk upside today, that in the event we happen to push or open above the 286.46 channel bottom, that's our resistance here, 3-star resistance. We've got 292.06 that I would call a likely intraday target. And then if we close above 286.46, I've got 303.40 as our next 3 to 5 day target. Now, with present volatility, it could be within 1 to 2 days. Closing above 286.46, 303.40 in reach within 1 to 2 days, perhaps. And over the next, I'd say by the end of next week, or sooner, the 310.67 to 315.11 area. Now, 310.67 you're familiar with. It is a long-term Fibonacci on the daily chart. Doesn't even really show where the high was. It was November of last year against the recent May low. It's held buying pressures well, as you can see. 50% upside long-term retracement. And 315.11 is, let me show you here, this new, mostly horizontal, slightly rising channel top. So I'm still going to call this 310.67 to 315.11 area one that could contain weekly buying pressures when tested. Closing above 286.46, we should by the end of next week reach back into the 310.67 to 315.11 area where we can place a weekly high. But be careful. You know, I said this last time, be careful. I'm not a big fan of the triple top. They do happen. They're much less frequent than the double top that did occur in August. And this time I'm going to say triple tops, quadruple tops are even rarer. So yes, can contain weekly buying pressures, but I do think that if we close back above 286.46, given the fact that this market remains stable, and you could even say constructive into later Q4, above that 261.18 to 65.22 area, closing above 286.46 would be consistent with all that. And I do think over the following 3 to 5 weeks, 333.04 in reach, where we could top out through the rest of the year. Getting back to the day itself, I'd mentioned how if we push through 286.46, 292.06 in reach, that would probably be it for the day. Closing above 286.46, 303.40 likely within a day or two. And by the end of next week, the 310.67 to 315.11 area. Now, downside today, we don't have a lot. We've got a little bit at 375.99, and breaking 375.99 will keep the 261.8. Did I say 375? I meant 275. 275.99 will keep this 261.18 to 65.22 area in reach today, which is once again shown properly here. Yeah, this is sort of what we're looking at. This is really the week at a glance, and we could trade inside this zone all the way through Friday. We could test 265.22 today, the start of a range down to 261.18, able to contain selling through October. And once we test it, the 286.46 channel bottom in reach within 3 to 5 days. Closing once again below 261.18 pivots the market aggressively southward through or into later Q4. And I'd already shown you those downside targets. Holding above the low to mid 260s will keep 333.04 in reach over the next 3 to 5 weeks. And closing today above 286.46, as I had mentioned, we can within 2 to 3 weeks actually push into the 333.04 area, that long-term channel top, able to contain buying through the rest of the year. I'm going to leave it at that. There's really not a whole lot else to say here for Tuesday's Daily Tesla Report. We'll be back tomorrow with Wednesdays. Please click like and subscribe, and we will talk soon.